Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. So real quick, got a update video for you for Skyrim modding on PS4 and PS5, but for full disclosure, I have decided to mute my original game audio that was talking to you and just voiceovers in SHAREfactory. That's because I've learned some new information. I'm going to try to be as accurate as possible for you. So first up, some of the deleted mods are slowly starting to return to our platform. This is PS4 Methyl Cats, which is now ported by mod author T&D and was originally created by mod author Methyl. This was originally called House Cats, Methyl Monsters and Animals, and was a port by mod author Armed with Wings, and you'll recall that this is one of the 200 mods that was deleted by mod author Gokual. So as mods start coming back, and you might see them up under different authors than they were originally, be very mindful of who the author is. We'll get into that in a minute, but in any case, what you'll want to do is, if you had, say, this mod for example, you'd want to go in and delete the old deleted ESP or ESL, whatever it would be tagged as, before downloading and installing this. That way you make certain that you don't accidentally screw up the load order having more than one of the same mod in there, as normally you would not. But something to keep in mind with that is, as you know, sometimes mods do not want to enable or have other issues, so make certain that the mod, before you delete it, because once you delete it, it is gone. Make certain that you know what you're doing, because if your save is reliant on it and there's an issue with the new version of the port, so be very careful of that. Just want to make certain that you guys are well aware of the risks of changing out a mod, as well as any potential risk that could come from getting an alternate version of it that's been uploaded by a different author. Take a look at the author. Is it somebody that is well known in the community? Is it somebody that you can trust? Is it somebody you're unfamiliar with? Is it somebody that's brand new? Is it somebody that seems sketchy? If in doubt, then I suggest leave it out, because you do not want to install a mod that could potentially be by somebody that has bad intentions like Gokual and have the same damn thing happen to you again. Now, next up, I do want to inform you of a suspicious account that could be Gokual under yet another account, but I cannot confirm that, and I do want to stress that. It's this account right here, which is under the mod author name Neva, and is clearly in French, but this does not mean that's Gokual. It does not mean that it isn't as well. It is simply a possibility. Now, I will point out that this mod author does show, I can't read French, but it does look like the permissions are provided. However, we do know Gokual does provide permissions. Sometimes he does get them on occasion, just not always, but that's not the reason for bringing attention to this. The reason for bringing attention to this, obviously, was Gokual's actions against the community. He does not have good intentions against it. And before, that one particular smartass that commented bashing me and the community for making assumptions the last time on a brand new account, which was Gokual and was confirmed to be him, yes, I'm pointing out the fact that this is a possibility. It's ultimately up to the individual to decide what they want to put into their load order, including if they want to put in mod from Gokual. I know you were defending his actions. I think that says more about you than it does about us as a community that you were bashing. In any case, I do want to make it perfectly clear that just because a mod author is French does not mean they have bad intentions, and I'm not trying to say that. It's simply that Gokual ports under multiple different accounts, and he clearly does have bad intentions, as he's shown. And for the fact that he lied in a comment that he left to me on this channel that I included in a video, saying that he was done with modding, and that was left after the 200 mod deletion, and then right afterwards we saw a brand new account where he was rubbing in the fact, then it may not always be as easy to identify him. He may not make it as easy. So if it's a possibility, I say, if in doubt, leave it out. Now, I do want to show you the account on Bethesda.net, which looks like this, and as you can see, there is nothing here at all similar to the previous accounts that we took a look at that is known to be Gokual. So this here, nothing to indicate that it's him, but that could be the whole point. He might not always make it as obvious. However, it's just as possible that this is somebody that is completely innocent in all of this and is a legitimate mod author. And it's for that reason that on the post section of the channel, where I added a section that we could keep track of Gokual's accounts until Bethesda eventually hopefully removes him permanently after what he's done to the community, I added in a section for known accounts and now a section for Unconfirmed accounts, which this author has been added to. Now, if I hear from a mod author specifically, and it has to be one that I would trust what they say, that confirms that this is not Gokual, I will remove his name or her name, whoever this is, from that Gokual's known account post. Make a new post about French authors that are confirmed not to be Gokual that you can trust. Likewise, if it's confirmed to be Gokual, it will be added with the other known accounts, but I will not be taking a viewer's word if this is or isn't Gokual. It would have to come from a mod author, and only certain mod authors that I would go ahead and take them at their word to try to be as responsible as possible to you, the community. Now currently, it appears this mod author has 4 mods up on their account. Interestingly enough, it seems Luxty Rice is mentioned in the one where I got the arrow pointing. Could be simply crediting him for one of his mods or one of his ports, I don't know. Again, I don't speak French, and to any legitimate French mod authors out there that is not Gokual, please understand that it's very unfortunate due to Gokual that we have to be suspicious of mods like these just because they're in French. He does port under accounts other than the one that Bethesda banned, and while he makes it obvious on those, he may not on every account that he makes. I don't know how many accounts mod authors are allowed to make on Bethesda.net, and at this time we do have to be cautious given what he has done to the community so that it does not happen again. So besides this, the only other information that I would have for you is some information I already posted on the community section, and that was that I had learned through an article on Reddit, so I don't know if it is factual, but I do believe it to be. It seems like it was posted right after this happened, that not only did the mod authors lose the 200 mods when they were deleted, but also the proof of permissions that they had to port the mods to our platform, and given that fact, it could take a lot longer to get some of them back. That is why we're probably seeing them roll out slower than they first anticipated. Also for the fact that speaking with somebody that is connected to Lux's server, that Bethesda was having some issue with getting some of the stuff corrected that Goku had done to certain mods, and I'll just leave it at that. In any case, again, please be patient with our mod authors as they work on this. As you can see, they are starting to get stuff back up, and be cautious of mod authors that you don't know or you suspect could be Gokual. Now, I probably won't make too many more videos on this stuff because it's kind of pointless just to rehash over the same thing over and over again. I don't want to waste your time. I'll bring you videos if I'm aware of something though that is important to do with this. Otherwise, I'll most likely just get back to doing the normal showcases that I normally do. I hope that these videos have helped you out, and yeah, I hope that we can all go back to being able to enjoy Skyrim again and put all of this mess behind us. Thank you as always to the mod author community, to the players in the community, and to you the viewer for taking the time to watch the video. This has been a Streaming Freedom Video Bulletin via the Eyes Only Informant Net. Peace out.